Matt and Grace Huang are home in Los Angeles this morning. Their return comes after a nearly 2-year legal battle to win their freedom from a prison in Qatar. The couple was cleared in the death of their 8-year-old daughter. Margaret Brennan sat down with them for an interview you'll see only on CBS This Morning. She is in Los Angeles. Margaret, good morning.
Good morning. Matthew and Grace Huang are relieved that their 2-year nightmare in Qatar is over, but they still don't know what killed their daughter, and it's clear that the healing will take some time.
We're so excited to be home.
Matthew and Grace Huang are just beginning to piece their life back together. It started Sunday with a rousing welcome home at their Pasadena church. They've reunited with their 2 sons, Emmanuel and Josiah, both adopted from Africa. But the fate of their 3rd adopted child, Gloria, is haunting them. While living in Qatar, where Matthew was working as an engineer with an American firm, their 8-year-old girl died suddenly and mysteriously.
Gloria was on the floor, foaming at the mouth, so I took her immediately to the emergency room. They did about 40 minutes of CPR. And then they told me that Gloria had passed away.
Gloria had suffered severe malnourishment as a small child in Ghana and continued to have eating disorders despite her parents' best efforts. She refused to eat for the final 4 days of her life. Qatari police accused Matt and Grace of starving her to death, and prosecutors were suspicious of a mixed-race family, a very uncommon sight in Qatar.
They thought we were human traffickers. They said we adopted our children to either harvest their organs or to do medical tests on them.
What did you think when you heard these things, Grace?
For me, the hardest part, I think, was being asked over and over, are you the real mom?
The Huangs were thrown into a Qatari prison. Josiah and Emmanuel were sent to an orphanage for 4 months.
As a mother, what is it like to hear that your children are being not only taken, but put in an orphanage?
I was angry with myself. Like, what could I have done to keep them from taking the kids away?
Prison was especially difficult for Matthew.
I was physically and sexually assaulted.
What happened that day?
Another inmate tried to rape me.
Did anyone protect you?
As a victim, I fought back.
After nearly a year behind bars, a judge granted them bail as discrepancies in the prosecution's case began to surface. A forensic pathologist hired by the family concluded that there is no medical evidence that Gloria's parents starved her, and said the Qataris never performed a proper autopsy.
They didn't take any tissue samples.
They even got her height and weight wrong in the autopsy.
While their appeal dragged on, Matthew Huang lost his job. They were banned from traveling, and the couple rarely left their home. Matthew questioned whether political interests kept American diplomats from lobbying Qatar for their release.
The U.S. government could have done a lot more, a lot quicker.
Suddenly last Sunday, a Qatari judge overturned their conviction, citing the inadequate autopsy, and described the Huangs as caring parents.
I'm so excited that truth prevailed.
The elated mom and dad documented the long trip home. And now are trying to catch up on the life they missed.
Matthew and Grace say their first priority is rebuilding life for their family, and a new legal battle begins today. Matthew plans to sue his former employer in Qatar, saying they forced him to resign and never adequately defended him. Sharon?
All right, Margaret, thanks.